Hi everyone, so come and join me and eat pasta. Maybe because it's pasta. We call it spaghetti. My Thank God it's an intro.
We will see where that.
You know I'm creating a content, right?
Yes. You're not contented with me showing in the video.
Content.
Hi everyone, and I want to welcome you once again to this thing called love, relationship, and marriage. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do where to subscribe. Okay, we're on TikTok, on YouTube, most especially YouTube and Instagram. Okay, all right. Today's topic, I just want to talk about something, and this is for the ladies, the single ladies. Okay, some time ago, I remember when you see a girl you want to go out, let's say you're done with school, you're ready for marriage, and you see sometimes you see your parents saying, go, you are in the house, go and look for a husband. And sometimes you see some girls who say, I want to go out, so let me go and look for a husband. We always hear the word look for a husband, look for a husband. But one thing you people need to understand is that you are not supposed to look for a husband. It is supposed to be the other way around. The husband is supposed to come for you. He is the one that will come and look for you. I'm coming from the biblical way, because whatever God says, if you follow it the way God says it, because He's the one that created marriage and created everything. So His process, His plan, His arrangement, strategies don't fail. So you are not supposed to go out with the focus of you going to look for a husband. No, it is the other way. The man is the one to look for you. The Bible said that he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. So now you want to say, okay, if we don't go out, how do we now get married? Where will they see you? Yes, hold on. Let me tell you how this works. That doesn't mean you won't go out, because you have to. The person looking for you need to find you somewhere. You have to present yourself in a position emotionally, physically, spiritually, where you can be found. For example, you want to get married. Yes, you can go out. Okay? Like when I mean go out, but it depends on where you go matters. If you say it's time for you to get married, and then you go out in the night, every time you go out in the night, and you always go to nightclubs all the time because you think that is where you will be found. One thing you should also understand is that I didn't say don't go to a nightclub, but do you know that most men that are looking for wives, they will not go to a nightclub to go and look for a wife. You will see men there, of course, they will come there. Even the men that like clubbing hardly ever go for girls that like clubbing. Do you understand me? Just like I said, it depends on where you are. Where do you go to? Where do you want to be seen? Because the kind of place you go to will determine the kind of man you would also marry. If you go to a nightclub now and you meet a man there that actually marries you, it works out for some people sometimes. Remember, as a woman, by the time you start having children and all that, you may not necessarily have the time to go to a nightclub every time. Let's say your husband, because you met him at the nightclub, he's a clubber every day, he does not miss it. And this time around, even you yourself, you are a clubber too, and you don't miss it every night. In a bid to go and get a husband, of course, you now got one. And remember that by the time you start having children and you're now a married woman, do you know that you will not be able to go to a nightclub the way you used to before when you were single? But then you will not stop your husband from going to the nightclub. So since he's a clubber already, he will definitely go to a nightclub, and a lot of things can happen at nightclub. Imagine your husband going to a nightclub to pass the night, to stay all through the night, and you are home, nursing a baby. That can cause problem in the house. So, but it's where you are. That's where he found you. Do you get it? I don't know if you're understanding me. Where you are matters. Where you go to matters. Because if you want to be found by a decent man, you should also go to decent places. You get it? You should also go to decent places. There is another thing. Don't try to play a game here or be trickish. If I notice that sometimes Many girls, after they have played around, done all sorts of things, they want to get married, they say they want to look for a good man, they go to church. Some of them just come to church. It's not like they are serious with the things of God. They just want to get a man that they can probably control, a man that they can probably, though maybe they are looking for one innocent man that is very committed in the things of God, but they themselves, they know they are wild. They are very wild girls. They are on the street. They are not ready, and now they just want a man that they can get married to, and they decide to go to church. One thing you should understand with God is this: God sees your heart. In that same church, you will see a man that is a very responsible man. But because he knows who he is and he has seen a lot of irresponsible girls, you know what he will want to do? He will want to come to church to look for one good and a good, quiet, nice, fine, well-behaved, respectful church girl. You know what God will do? God will match two of you together, because definitely when you come to church, you start pretending to be a good girl so that you can see a good man. Then the man too will come and look for a good girl in church. So he will start pretending to be a godly man so that he can find a good girl. But karma will meet up both of you. Because what you are is what you attract. God will bring two of you together because you are playing game, trying to use to come and deceive people in the church. Okay, so as I was saying, if you really want to get married, be at the right place at the right time. Okay, be at the right place at the right time. Imagine you go on the street fighting, and there is a man somewhere, probably you pass somebody, and the person is kind of interested. Oh, I would like to know this girl, this beautiful girl. And then you get into the bus, and the next thing you begin to fight with the Agbirus, the Alaye. You are shouting, you are, behaving in a very loud manner, very lousy, wide manner. You didn't know that somebody that would have been interested in you is there. It could be a relative. That's why sometimes we tell girls, know how you behave. Don't behave so rough. Don't behave like, there is a way a lady is supposed to behave. I'm talking about you that want to get married. Okay? Sometimes you say, let you marry me the way I am. Who wants to marry a warrior? Zina, the warrior princess. You want to fight. Even Zina, the warrior princess, is even well behaved. But you always fighting. You fight everybody. Imagine you now fighting a conductor. You come down and say, come, we fight. Both you are giving each other blow just for a little thing, a little thing. Let's say, for example, people are arguing about change and you start fighting. You can get angry and probably argue with him, but to an extent, when there is a time you have to calm down, because you are a single girl, you don't know who is there, who is watching. You don't become all rough or rugged. Telling people, I will let you know, Sally Grace, I will let you know. The next you carry bottle, you are breaking bottle, and you're a single guy, and you want to, or even if it's not even in a bus, you go to a place where a respectable event, and the next thing, nobody can hold you. With a little offense, you're already behaving like an animal. And you expect, let's say you went for a wedding. Most people go to wedding places, like I said, where you go to matters. If you want to get married, attend services. Be committed to the things of God. You will definitely meet a decent person. Fine, you will see everybody in the church. I'm not saying every guy in the church is a decent person, because like I gave an example before, how somebody, a deceitful man, can come into the church just to maybe to get a good girl. In the same way, when you are really committed to the things of God, you will be guided rightly. Except you are not committed, your sole mission is to just come there and get a husband. Then you not get somebody like you and you begin to get angry that everybody in church, they are fake people. No, you are also fake. I used to tell people, I said, fake Christians go to fake churches. You understand? Churches are not fake because you met a man that broke your heart in church. No, you must have been fake, because when you are committed to the things of God, God will guide you and He will direct you. And there is no way, except you did not hear God, you didn't listen, except because of desperation. And then don't go to church just with that one purpose, just to get married. No, you have to grow. You have to know God. Know God. Don't go and know a husband. When you know God, God will give you a husband. That's just the thing. Okay, so, and in another place again, you go to weddings. If you go to wedding, fine, you want to go to wedding, because weddings, you see a lot of single people, sometimes they come to see, because wedding is one decent place that people like to go, like meet somebody, meet a girl or meet a guy. When you go, imagine now, you are going for a wedding, and the ashebi, the uniform you made for the wedding, you are coming to a wedding, all your breast is open, all your back is open, the slit up to where your undies are. everything. You are just completely naked. And you said, because in your mind is that you are coming to attract a man. You may end up attracting a man that will just want to sleep with you. Okay? I mean, what is remaining? You think a man is going to marry you because your breast is exposed to the public, or because your back is exposed to the public, or anywhere is exposed at all? No. So where you go matters, and wherever you go to, how you behave matters too. Then in your workplace too. In your workplace, be a girl that is decent and you have something doing, independent. Men like to marry independent girls, especially these days. Even a rich man will want to marry an independent girl. Okay? When they mean independent, even if when you marry them, say, don't worry, let me take care of you. But when they meet you doing something, let the man meet you doing something. That's another meeting again. Meet you working, meet you doing something for yourself. You may not necessarily be working in an office or for somebody. It could be business, a decent business. That man, that place is a meeting point again. Okay? A meeting point is also it's not just particularly a physical environment. Meeting you at a particular position in life. For example, like I just said, a meeting point is also where a man meets you doing something for yourself. Because you cannot be there carrying a very expensive phone, dressing expensively, and when a man meets you, say, I don't do anything. I used to laugh sometimes when you see a girl having all these things. You have the latest phone, the latest everything, and the man that wants to really marry you and is interested in you is asking you, oh, what do you do? So I'm a student. Your parents didn't buy them. He knows your parents don't even have anything. And now you are carrying the latest everything, living in a flat, well furnished, and you are just a student doing nothing. What kind of thing is that? If a man meets you there, at that moment, you are a suspect. At that particular meeting point where they meet you in life, you are a suspect. Do you get it? Yes. So, and another thing is walking too. Imagine a man that comes to you, but even you don't really have much time to even go out on a date because, I'm going to walk. You don't know how that sounds. It's a beautiful thing for a man to hear. Oh, I'm going to work, and when I come back from work, it shows decency. It shows that this one knows, this one can help me grow, this one can help me plan. Okay, so that is another meeting point. A man meets you working too. Okay, it's all together. Meets you working, meets you busy. Do you understand? Yes, that too. And again too, for those who probably are still under their parents and they are not doing any job yet, and if you lock yourself inside the house 24 hours a day, well, there can be divine plan and all that, but you have to go out. As a Christian, go out to places, go out with friends, go to the beach, go to, visit people, do all that so that at least you can be seen. Do you understand? When I mean seen by, because you can be in a church, let's say a church that has a large number of people, a church that has 5,000. If you don't belong to cell meetings, if you don't belong to some Christian social gathering, nobody may know you. They can just be seeing you passing. Especially for brothers that are not looking, even if you are very beautiful. A lot of brothers, they don't look at sight. They don't look at the outward appearance. They want to know you. But how will they know you if you don't relate, you don't talk? A lot of people are just too over spiritual that they don't even answer greeting from guys. Anyone that says hi, hello, you bone, you don't smile, you don't laugh, you don't joke, you are just, in short, the way you are preparing for rapture is too excess. I don't know. But yet you said, oh, husband didn't come. People look at your face, they look at your countenance, they look at your expression before they see whether you are approachable. If you are not approachable, so serious, do you know that some people can be so spiritual that all they do is shout? Let's say, for example, they hold a position in church and they see people are watching. They are watching your character, they're watching you, the way you talk to people. Someone will just say, hello, Sister Jane, where are you going to? I'm going home. You don't know who is watching. You don't know if the one you are shouting at is the brother of the one that wants to marry you. And you are saying, where do I get a husband? No. Okay? No. So they will find you. They will be the one to approach you. Let me tell you, they may be, in quotes, at an advantage because you will not go. It's not easy. Especially in this part of the world, it's not easy for you. Even in the other parts of the world, it's easier for a man to approach a woman than for a woman to approach a man. Not that if you see any brother that you like, fine, you can go tell your pastor. But going to meet the man Somehow, it looks somehow. We know we are in the modern day, but let the men do the choosing. Let them actually come. That's how it is in the Bible. And I didn't see anywhere where anywhere in the Bible where the women went to look for the man. So even if it's okay, I'm open-minded in that part that you can approach. I cannot. I don't know how to. I will not be able to. But if you're bold enough to do that, fine. Who knows? After praying and all that. But I think when you pray, God will bring the man in the proper way to come to you. You don't really have to go. But if, like, I know some men are so shy, then you can meet your pastor. Oh, there's this brother I like. Then the pastor will call the guy. But for you to go and be asking the guy out, I don't support. But if you're able to do that and it enters for you, fine, all good. So that is just it. So just like I said, stop looking for a husband. Prepare yourself. I'm going to try and do another part two um, of this. Let the men be the ones to come for you. Okay, but you yourself, you have to shine the light. And these are ways to shine the light: smiling, commitment, a lot of things. Control yourself, control your anger, control your emotion, be playful, be jovial, not excessively, not flirting, not holding every man and every woman. You are single. People can read meaning into it. They wouldn't know whether you are dating this or dating this one. There's a decent way a lady can do that, especially when you are single. Okay, so that you don't put men away from you, so that you won't be the one going to look for. No. If you look for, you may find, but that is not the proper way. If you go looking for a husband, you may find, but that is not what the Bible said. He that findeth a wife, not he that findeth a husband. Okay, so I hope I've been able to hit some point with this, and thank you so much for watching. And if you have still not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Okay, like, comment, and share, and we'll bring you more interesting topic. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to DM me, and I will talk about it. God bless you.